Hi everybody, this video is about how you can digitize worksheets, documents, those kinds of things that are paper-based into a digital form. I'm going to show you ways to do it on both the iPad and on the Samsung Galaxy Tab Android tablets. There's a way for each one, but it works a little differently. So we're going to go over each one individually. And I'm going to start with the iPad. And for the iPad, you're going to find an app called Notes. And I don't particularly use this very much, so I put it in a folder called Don't Use, but you'll find it somewhere on your iPad, which actually, while we're here, quick trick. If you press in the middle of your screen and swipe down, you can do a search. And you can search for the Notes app just like that. And then just press it. Pretty cool. So right now I'm in a blank note in the Notes app. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on the picture of the camera at the top. And you're going to see that one of the options that we have here is Scan Documents. So that's what I'm going to press. And then you're going to see it's going to tell me position the document in view. So I'm going to try to get the camera to cover as much of that sheet as possible. You can see it kind of gives you a guide to say, okay, here's what I think is the worksheet. And it took it automatically. So take a look at that. So I'm going to press on it. It gives you a little icon down at the bottom. I'm going to press on it. There it is. That did a really good job, didn't it? So I don't really have to worry too much. But there are editing tools that you can use if you needed to crop something out, or you need to rotate it because it got the rotation wrong. Or if you needed to adjust the color for whatever reason, you have those options. But then otherwise you can press done. And then if you had additional pages that you wanted to scan in, you would just keep doing those pages. And then once you get all the pages you need, you can just press save. And then now you have a new note with a PDF of your worksheet. And from there, you can press on the share button in the top right corner to then move this PDF wherever you might want to put it. So you might end up putting it in an email. So let's say there's a form you need to sign and return to the central office or email it or something, that you could use this to then digitize and email that document along. Or you can add it into Google Drive, or you can put it in Google Classroom or Seesaw. So there's a lot of flexibility and things that you can do with this now that you have it digitized. You can mark it up as well. So if you wanted to draw on it or do any sort of demonstration of what you're supposed to do in the document, you can do that too. So pretty cool feature of the iPad. Now, let's talk about on the Android tablet. This is going to work a little bit different because the functionality for this is built into Google Drive, but only on the Android app. So Google Drive for the iPad will not do this. So I'm going to go ahead and press on the Google Drive app to open it. And here I am in my Google Drive. And just as if I were trying to upload a photo from my tablet up into Google Drive, I'm going to press the plus button towards the bottom right. And you're going to see that I have an option here that says scan. So I'm going to press scan. It's going to turn my camera on. And I'm going to, again, get into position here to capture all of the document. And when I think I've got it, I'm going to press the button. And it's going to take a minute to process. But there we go. That's what it ended up capturing as my worksheet, which did a really good job. So I don't really need to make any adjustments to that. But just in case I did, I can always hit retry. But otherwise, I'm going to press OK. So for some reason, it seemed to crop out a bunch of my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the crop button and kind of undo that a little bit. Let's fix that up, shall we? And then I'll press done. So if I wanted to add another page to my PDF, I would press on the button in the bottom left corner with the plus. And then otherwise, I will hit save. And now it's going to give me the option to give it a name. I'll just leave it like that for now. Where do I want it to go? I don't want it to go that far. Let's go into Drive right there. And then hit save. It's going to upload it. And it's uploading. And then there we go. We have our scanned PDF. So that is how we can digitize some of the paper-based stuff that we might need to put into Google Drive or some other digital space. One way to do it on the iPad through the Notes app and on an Android tablet through Google Drive. So I hope you found that useful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.